Okay, so sorry about the video tonight, but I have to do a quick vlog. This is going to be kind of an action vlog. So a lot of calls to action this week, a lot of really good input into my brain, some things that are cooking. First of all, I've got a really cool video that I'm editing. I'm just kind of working on the intros and outros and getting them right. Part of that is a learning process about creating intros and outros in Blender. I would really like to get to the point where I can charge to do video and animation work like that, just as something I can add, because I feel like a big thing that I need to start doing is just hitting the street and selling services that I offer. And not just putting services for sale, but actually selling them and actually going to find people to buy them, because I think that's going to work really well. The next thing is... I think I have a big project ahead of me as far as getting my Ableton set and my Ableton environment organized. And I think this comes down to instruments, this comes down to Ableton presets, this comes out of presets. I'm just listening to a cool Pensado's Place video, and I think I'll post this in the blog so that you can check it out. But it's fantastic about Justin Bieber's producer, and he said he doesn't really use reverb sends. He just puts a wet reverb on a second track and copies and pastes the reverb to that. And I love that idea. I absolutely love that idea. I don't know why I love that so much. I feel like it just gives you so much more control to be able to like play around with reverbs in a different way as they're just a track, and they're basically creating the reverb as an instrument. And especially the way that I do things, having sends just clutters things up, and I never use sends. And the default reverb and delay that are on the sends in my default Ableton set, I don't use. I don't like those presets, so I don't ever use them. I don't know why they're there, so I'm just going to get rid of them. But I think that's really cool. And there's things on top of that I need to do. I need to go through my Live 8 library and clean out devices. I need to do a good reshuffle and reorganization of the devices I have. I definitely need to create some better, easier mastering presets. I definitely need to create some mixing presets and some EQ presets that are better, some chain presets where I can kind of keep going. And I don't know, maybe it's a matter of like, I know there's a way in Ableton where every time you create a new track, it starts with a compressor and an EQ on it, or every time you create a MIDI track, it starts with a specific thing on it, something compression EQ. I think that's going to be important, because that way I can just trust that every single track I have is going to have an EQ and compressor on it. That way I can just use it and trust my presets. So anyway, that's kind of a lot of big things working on. To sum up, just for organization in my brain, working on video editing, working on getting this new video out. It's going to be fun. It was a fun look at Push 2, and that's fun and exciting. I'm working on organizing my library, and I'm working on really just hitting business about producing things. I want to be able to produce videos for advertising, videos for companies, audios and jingles for companies, writing songs for musicians, private production sessions, and I really want to be able to consult. But I think the biggest thing is I need to sell it. And I feel like this is the piece that I'm missing, and I'm really glad that I listened to Alex Becker say this. He's doing 30 short tips a day, and I'm really glad, because I love content from Alex Becker. He's just such a straight shooter, and sometimes he's really crass and rude, but it's funny. I usually hang out with and find crass and rude things funny anyway, and so the fact that he does that and is really good at business, I hope he can be a friend and mentor to me. He is a friend and mentor at this point, but it's a one-way street because I just watch his videos. So, anyway, but he basically just reminded me that in order to get where you want to go, building the life of your dreams, you just need to hit the street and do it. And you need to be able to sell whatever it is that you have, because it's not like you're going to be able to produce the best product the first time. So why would you do that? Just produce the product you can make now and sell that product. And if you can sell that product, you can get more experience selling products, which is more important than the experience of creating the product, but you also get the experience of creating the product. So there's that. I don't know. I think this is going to lead to some fun, exciting things. Yeah, that's good. Hopefully I'll get to produce more music this week and go to a live jam and come back refreshed tomorrow night. Anyway, have a good night, have a good day. We'll see you later.